Hey everyone, it's Zach again. Uh, Today I thought I'd try something a little bit new, and I thought I'd do a live game commentary, except not actually play it myself. So I'm going to go ahead and try to find some type of interesting game that I can follow, probably around the 4Q range. I think that has a nice bounce. And this one's only on move 15, so... Oops, my bad, not this one. I think I'll just go to this one. This seems good. It's also a pretty long game, so I'll have a little bit of time. Okay, let's go ahead and fix the screen a bit. This in here. So, okay, hopefully you can see all that good. So let's go ahead and go through the game. I have the view offline tab also, just so I can kind of go over variations also. So he's split, which is interesting. Fine though. This is a little bit different. I would rather approach it R14 because it's not like his stone at R10 really has to make a base with the R6 move that white made. That's kind of strange also. If you make this move, usually you want to move it R8 because then it's like actually pressuring the group. This way it's not really pressuring him. Okay. I guess white can do this. This seems fine. I don't think that wasn't really needed unless black jumps out. If black jumps out, say at P10 or something, then generally white wants to do this. But so far it's not like really badly. Oh, okay. I think this is fine also, considering that this does pincer black's two stones. It's definitely an aggressive way to play, but it looks like white could definitely live in here. Maybe give black a little bit of trouble. Although if he does do this, he's going to be running, if he's actually trying to attack this, he's going to be running this group towards possibly the group at R10 in the future, which will make both those groups strong. So I personally wouldn't like this as white because it would feel a little bit early to me. It would feel like this is kind of not really needed this early in the game. It's obvious that black isn't really going to have a ton of pressure on him since he has so much space to run in the middle, and he also has like a base. But it's just more of an aggressive style. And black pincers back. I don't. I don't really like this as much. I like to just secure myself. Like, okay, let's go ahead and take it over on this side because I can't move with the other one. I don't think. So, personally, as black, I would just want to jump out this way to put to make R8 possibly a good point later. Don't want to play R8 right now because that'd be way too slow. Then if white goes ahead and does this, then okay, I get to have a nice corner. White isn't even completely settled yet. He kind of needs this move, and my group's pretty safe. So I would like this as black. Pincering back gives this move to white. Obviously, black can connect under, but that just makes white completely settled, which I don't like in this case. If white actually tried to do something like this, you'd just be solidifying black. Anyways, so if white jumped out like this, then now I jump out, and now white can possibly put a little more pressure on my group. This peep has always been a question of mine. I need to get it answered because I don't really see a good way for black to really handle this. Because if he connects this way, white goes under. Obviously, he has to do something, or white will connect under at O2. So if he did something like this or this, then white obviously gets to escape. If he wants to connect over, white gets under. So I should ask someone for the best response to this. Maybe just letting him pass through is fine. I'm not sure. This seems fine also. Just doing something like this. Anyways, so I would go here as white first, though. It makes that peat more severe. And now black has more weaknesses. White isn't going to die. He has plenty of space in the center. And so I don't really like this as black. Anyways, let's go back to the game. Let's see what they did. So white, whoa, what? As this as black, I would probably completely ignore this and just connect over at J4. So let's go to this again. So he went here. Yeah, I would just go here immediately. Black tries to cut me off. Then okay, I get a whole bunch of strength to the outside. Or actually, I'd probably just take the stone. Sure, he can try something with this stone, but it's not that big of a deal. That stone doesn't matter that much. He's completely and totally solidified my group, and white isn't even completely safe yet. So, I do not think this was a good move by white. And black shouldn't do this. This is what he does not want to do. This is too passive. It's giving into exactly what white wants. Now white jumps out, so he limited the base. He has an eye and Gote at H2 now. Okay, black jumps out. Never want to do this unless you're really, really in need of shape. If you watch my previous lecture about touching stones, in some cases this move could be good because let's go back to. Because then you can go ahead and make shape this way and make this nice little like net shape. But in this case, white really doesn't need to do this because he has tons of space in the center, and he's getting rid of a lot of corner Aji later in the game that he could possibly have at Sansan or C4 or whatever. So this move really limits the amount of Aji he can do. So let's see what black does. Yep, Johannes. White should have done H2 first, I think, because if black Atari is over, for one thing, connecting, black has cuts all over the place. He has to guard if he guards one on top. White lives, guards one on the bottom. The boss gonna have some trouble with this. Anyways, let's go back. So, yeah, it's all fine, I guess. Okay. This is weird. N4, I think, is the right move here. This gives your opponent a little bit more strength. Oh, what? What? Just push. You could totally just push here, I'm sure. By the way, it's oh, what? I think I lost my tree on the side. Where's the real game? Oh, oops. Forgot, when you view offline, it only goes up to a certain amount of moves, so I have to redo this. I don't know why they don't let you move as a viewer on this. But anyways, yeah, I'm sure he can just push through here. Now black, I mean, this doesn't really do anything. Or maybe I'm reading something wrong. Actually, what about this? So, if black goes ahead and chooses this, push first. Maybe this move is fine. White also has the option of cutting right here. could just completely ignore it. It looks really dangerous for black, though. I think this Nobi really invites a lot of complications like this, because now black's gonna have to worry about the. Well, actually, he can connect under, I suppose. Yeah. I think white actually should have chose this, because then, but what about this cut? This is pretty tricky. Not completely sure. Anyways, I'm really falling behind in the game, so let me try to get ahead. So he connects, Go ahead, and this move is really slow. It's not needed. It's a shape point that you generally make if you're like trying to make eyes or something. I don't see why he made it in this situation. Here is white. I think approaching is really nice at C15 or D15. Right now, white primarily has territory. Well, actually, both sides are kind of doing territory. No one has much of an influence. White did something really strange on the right side also. Anyways, because black has K17, I would want to, if I was black, enclose my corner at the top left, and as white, I would want to approach. But here he played this, which is like a move you're doing when you're trying to attack someone's shape. In this case, I think it's completely irrational to make this move, because black is very strong. You're basically trying to attack a group that's not going to die at all. You're kind of plopping a stone down at a shape point in your opponent's group and trying to attack it, but you can't attack it in the first place because it's like already alive. Yeah, this seems fine as black. This leaves a little more Aji. I don't. White could, and black could just play E5. This is generally what you do in this situation. Yeah, E5 I think is best because let's go back here. White has this, and if he actually wants to save that stone, now he has to deal with this cut later. Or he can do this, but now he lost his stone. So it's best to make this move here. And black can still gain. Yeah, see, then he came back, and so really the E7 move does nothing. It's just kind of a move that's put out there. And he came back and defended his weakness in the first place. And white was most likely afraid of C7, so he descended. I think that's slow. I think white, those stones don't really matter that much if let's go back to the game. If white goes ahead and approaches and black tries to take these two stones, white can just jump out to protect himself and sacrifice those two stones because they really don't matter at all. There's a couple stones doing nothing. So, or he could just start doing this. Black keeps on wanting to pincer. This stone isn't even completely dead yet, so I don't think descending is really necessary. And this just gets rid of Aji later. But there's not really much Aji there in the first place, but there's not really any reason for white to make this move, so I don't know why he did. That's a solid move. That makes sense, because if black gets C11, then he's going to get Moyo on the top side, and white's going to be having some issues with his base. I guess that move, yeah, that move's fine. That jump, I don't think it's really necessary, because white's not really having problems getting out, but it just, I guess, makes him sure he's completely safe, but I don't really think it's needed. Okay, so this is a technique that is often used to. I'm not sure if I can show an example in this case. It's generally what you do. Let's go ahead and show it over here. Oh, oops. So what you do with this technique is, well, first usually it's at B11, and or is it? I hope I didn't forget this. I don't think I did. So usually this is how it goes. White blocks from the side, black goes up, white goes over, black goes right here, and the only choice for white right here is to cut. Excuse me. So now black can Atari over, and he can also go this way, and now he's sealing white off. And he's creating some moyo in the center. So this is a technique just to get just to seal white off and make him surrounded and gain strength towards the center. So and white went over, which I think is fine because now or actually never mind, it's not fine at all because now well yeah, what why did white play this? White can just excuse me. White can just go here, and if he cuts, then the stone's dead. I mean, if he goes here, Tari, I don't see any way this black group's going to live. Yeah, I mean, black can attempt to, oops. Black can attempt to seal off white a little bit, but it's not going to be as efficient as the previous variation I showed, because now white still has a way out at E10. So yeah, I don't know why white no-beat. I think this is a very big mistake. He just got rid of his base. But there is something nice out of this. White is making black on the second line and is getting rid of his potential that he had on the top side. He's also giving him territory, and he's also getting rid of his own base, though. So I personally don't really like this as white. Okay. Here, black can Tanuki, I think. Or actually, wait, this is Sente pretty much, so I might as well make it. Okay. Just a second. This move, black can just Tanuki. What he's afraid of is if white goes here, then obviously these stones won't be saved. Thing is, what the heck's wrong with the mouse? Sorry, no, there we go. If he goes here, black really doesn't even need to care. You can just keep on playing elsewhere. If white does this, then really black has no problem. These moves I'm making, you don't really want to make. I'm just making random moves. White actually captures, and black gets to move somewhere else. So I mean, there's really no reason for black to make B14. It's too small. And he responded to this. Because, yeah, I don't know what black is thinking right here. Okay. I guess this is possible. White should not respond to this. That stone doesn't matter at all. Good. Here, I think jumping out is a better option for white at H15. Interesting. The heck? What the? Black is playing this awfully. Let's go back to the game. Okay, I need to reload this. You offline. Okay. So black right here. Black should just simply, jump out. Put pressure on the group. If white jumps out, then, let's see here, let's see here. What would be the best option here? This move was, oh, of course, this move was extremely slow by black. I don't know what I was thinking. This move, there's no reason for this move. This move by black really accomplishes almost nothing. It puts a little bit of pressure on the D14 stone, which doesn't matter at all. So, black is really playing weird. And this move by white wasn't needed either. He's trying to connect his stones, but white can't separate them with one move anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, if anything, black right here should like what would be the best way to do this? I suppose jumping out here would probably be the best way. Or if you want to be extra safe, you could do something like this. But yeah, there's much bigger parts on the board than the move you played. Okay, so black plays some stupid moves, some more stupid moves. If he actually touches the white stone, he's just making himself more solid. So I don't see why he's doing this diagonally. He's just getting pushed around. Here, I would try to connect at a 012. Even if I get cut, here, let me go ahead and show it to you. There's also, black can just do this. There's really no reason why not. White jumps out, black novies, and then white can go ahead and play up. White might peep. Something like this. And now white kind of needs to jump out, and black has options just to jump out like this, and he's fine. Because really, black made some really stupid mistakes, and he doesn't really have a much better way besides just running out. I think white keeping on pushing. Maybe not the best idea because he's pushing him towards his group on the right side. Wonder if capping. So if he goes in like this, white has this. I think capping is actually the best idea in this case because if black does this, then what's the best way? White could just go ahead and do this and seal off black and actually start creating some type of moyo, like a small moyo in the center here. Yeah, this strength for black really is doing nothing at all, his influence. Gnoming out here seems a little bit dangerous. Oops. Because now white's getting covered and it doesn't look like he's going to have a great way to try to get out. Anyways, back to the game. So jumps out. White tries to split him here. I don't think this is a good move at all because black has two ways of connecting. He has O12 and he has L9. So white has the opening at K11 and he also has other moves, possibly D18 I think he can still do. Seems big. Places like M18. What else? H2 I think is big enough in this case. considering the board, but I think around K11 is definitely the biggest moves right now. This is a really strange game, though. The way it's played is, I don't like games like this. Okay, so this all seems fine. What? Okay. No, 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 no. What? This is not needed. Black should simply just... Okay, let's go to the game. No, no, what the... If white makes this move, black's going to be in a lot of trouble. I'm not sure why he's not seeing that. He needs to right now connect. It doesn't matter if these stones connect. Well, let me look at the score estimate, what it says at this point. At this point, white would be ahead, like I thought, because black really doesn't have too much territory around. But that... it's probably like a 10-point difference at this point. But, yeah, right here, black really, if he actually wants to attack this group, this move is the move. I mean, white playing here does nothing. He doesn't have this move. Doesn't work. But I think he can connect over this way. Yeah, he can. He does have this technique to connect, but he is still safe at least. But he really needs to protect that group on the top side. I think both players just aren't seeing it. Now white starts to see it. Yeah, ooh. Yeah, this is going to be really, really hard for black to live now. I don't think he's going... If he does it properly, he shouldn't be able to live. Black does have J18 and then N18 though, so maybe he can live somehow locally. But I do doubt it. So he tries... This was too early. This move, he should have done J18 first, because that's Sente. Now he's just giving more moves in this area. J18 should have been before that move too. J18 here too. Now white got it, and black should not live right here. There should be... No! Right here, white should automatically play L18. It's obvious that's the move. No, 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 no. Oh gosh, okay. Let's go with this. So here, J18 is urgent. J18 is Sente for black. If white doesn't respond to J18, black plays H18 and he's alive. Oh gosh. So this is really, really bad for black. Black has most likely completely lost the game by now because white lived in his territory while attacking his group, solidifying his territory even more. I don't even know what the point of white's O18 was. Yeah, I don't understand that move. N18 if anything. Yeah, but... So black plays this, black automatically here. If white goes here, I wonder if... I don't think this works. Does it? No, it doesn't, because then this is a false eye right here. And I don't think there's anything black can try around here, is there? I don't think there's any way for black to get out. So, yeah, this doesn't seem to work. So, black can live by Ko. That's really his only option. There's no other way for him to live that I see anyways. This obviously isn't going to work because white has this. White should just play here immediately because it's Sente. From this, it's obvious to black that he doesn't have two eyes. Playing here, white doesn't even have to respond. Playing here, white doesn't even have to respond. Because there's no way for black to make two eyes in this in this such small shape. So black should die. Okay, good. Good. Black's now making pointless moves. He's protecting his shape, but I think it's bigger if he wants to actually protect to play L12. Because now, see, only other really place is for black to try something in here. It's interesting he made that move. Okay, so it looks like black's going to try a cut here. No, wait. Oh gosh, no, right here white needs to protect the cut. Too much Aji with a cut at J13. He needs to play H13. But he continues. Okay. Here, black no ease. Yeah, actually, no, this continue is fine. Never mind, my bad. Because then he can come back and protect anyways. There's no way for black to kill this group, I don't think. As far as I can see, I think white has more liberties than black also. But this is looking to be a bit tricky. No! Don't connect. E18 and you're alive. Now he's dead. Oh gosh. This is really... This doesn't seem like a 4Q game. This is really, really low level played. Their reading is really off, especially for the time they have. Here, this is like... This is obvious. Connect. Wondering about this move though. Goes here, here, here. I don't. I think white. This is really difficult. I think this move might actually be the move. Then this move. Only option is this one. So connect, and co. I think that's the only option. But it's too big of a co. This is way too heavy. And I think white wins even if black groups lives. Even if white groups dies. I think something white could have done right here is simply Atari'd over and just let black have this group. And yeah, white's still ahead. But it's kind of not sure who's going to win though. It's a lot closer than it needs to be. I feel like white should be way ahead in this game. Anyways, so white plays weird. He tries to take away his liberties. That's not going to happen. He doesn't have enough liberties for the liberty race. And oh, when did black make that move? At R13, I didn't. Oh wait, R13 I think was there a while ago. S12 was really strange. What the heck is S12 for? Oh, I see. Because black can't play S13 because... No, he can play S13, can't he? Let me go ahead and see. Well, looks like I'm about caught up to the game now. Cool. So here, up here, cut here. This doesn't work. Yeah, what the heck? I don't know what black's thinking. Yeah, so I think white's probably behind now. Oh no, he's ahead because he took away black's territory on the bottom side. He still has an endgame at N1. He still has H2, probably in Sente definitely. He has A5, lots of nice moves. So that move was to, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep, that's a good move. Good moves, good moves. That move also makes sense. I'm going to breeze to this endgame kind of fast. White should win this, considering what I'm looking at the board right now. Black's ahead. When did black get ahead? Maybe when he reduced at G7. Not sure, but really, it must have been. So let's see here. So, oh, that's why. White responded to this wrong. White should have played G7 to protect the center territory. Because this is just Dame right here that he's trying to protect. Let's see how he responded to this. So, he played here. I think this is all fine too. Black could just play J13 or L12. It's a Sente move. But so is this. And I think, pretty sure black is winning now. And he really shouldn't have. That group at the top side, I think, either should have died or white should have been able to sacrifice enough. But it's going to be really tough for white to win this now. And, oh, wait. No, this was wrong. White should have played T7 first. Because T7 Sente, and this move is not Sente. And that was probably not a good move either, because now he's going to end in Gote. Anyways, I don't really see too much more interesting that I'm going to see out of this game. Just a whole bunch of endgame stuff. So let me go back to the beginning, see the main things that cause this game to go so weird. So, okay. So, this is not good, I don't think, because it's, white isn't being pressured because there's not a black stone at R8. So basically, you're just making yourself weak. I'm not sure if black. I think the best move for white in this case is let me view it offline actually, so I can change stuff. I don't think actually how white responded was the right way. I think he should have done this, and then pincered him, because white doesn't have to play R6 because it's already there. Because now only way to make a base for black is some type of move like this, which has this weakness right here. So yeah. This was also too early. It was way too slow. Because if black jumps here, then it's generally best to make this move, because now black's stronger than he was, so he can go ahead and try to attack those two stones. Then black like this. Excuse me. If you look at the stones right now, if black gets a stone on the left hand side, he's going to be starting to work together with his stones on the bottom also, and potentially create something all over that side. So I personally don't like going here because it really invites a really good point for white, which is C15 or D15. Because if white gets one of these points, considering white has a lot of territory right now, I'd go ahead and go for territory more. Now he's going to counteract any type of Fuseki block's trying to do with his stones at the bottom. And it gets rid of the enclosure with the K17 stone. So let's say black gets a move around this area. I'm not sure if Chinese is correct in this case. Now you can see as all of his stones are working quite nicely together. So white should approach right away, but he doesn't. He tries to pincer these two stones, which I think is okay later, but right now the purpose of this is really not too clear. You're just going to be settling the black group, and most likely you'll be in Gote. Or either that, or you're going to be giving your opponent a lot of strength and territory. The way that black handled this, I don't think was correct. This was definitely not correct. He should have played J4. This was not correct because he didn't need to touch to make shape. I don't know. This was not needed either. The cut doesn't work. I think N4 is more practical here because white pushing at N5 isn't Sente. White has no more Sente moves. Black is completely solid. This move complicates things possibly. Not really needed. This move, oh, I didn't even go over this move. This move was not good at all. He's just solidifying white. Black doesn't need really this move to live. His group can run towards the center, and the left side right now is extremely urgent. An enclosure at D15 or a move around D11 is really big right now. This move, yeah, actually I think this is fine. But I think M8 makes more sense in this case. This jump wasn't needed either. White should now take the opportunity to take Sente and play elsewhere. This was slow. Okay, so I guess the biggest problem with this game was that the opponents would make moves that were very trivial, moves that strengthened their opponent, moves that they kind of threw stone in at the wrong time to either strengthen themselves or try to take away their opponent's potential or something. Like with, let's go back. Maybe I should just go over the list of the moves. So, first move, this one. Actually, no, this is fine, I guess. Here, it's kind of nice for black to jump out now at P10, because white kind of needs to enclose at O17 then. And he doesn't have to worry about anything with that group if he jumps out. It's kind of standard, but he can take Sente if he wants to, which he does. And he took it in the wrong way. He played a move that put himself in a weak position. White handled it wrong. White then played a slow move. White played an aggressive move. Black played even more aggressive. White played a very strange, weird, kind of stupid move. And black played L2, which was not good. How should I describe this game? I guess really, there were times when they were very, very passive like with 017 and Q2, and other times when they were really aggressive, like with J3. It was kind of like they didn't really know what they were doing, I guess you could say. Maybe next time I should do like a 2Q view. Anyways, if you want something to learn from this game, I would say just kind of know what you're doing, I suppose. If you don't really need to secure your group, then don't secure it. If you kind of do, then do. Like when white made 017, black kind of needs to help out his group on the top side because now he's in between two white strong groups, the one at the top right, the one at the bottom right. Thankfully that didn't hurt black later. Also, they're taking Sente to make a lot of moves that aren't urgent on the board. Really, the biggest part on the board is the left side, especially since if black gets a move anywhere on the left side around D11 or whatever, black's approach then at the D17 stone will be pincered, and he'll have to run, and white will get strength everywhere. I mean, black, I'm sorry. Black will get strength everywhere, and it'll just be a really good game for black. So, I think you have to know where the urgent part on the board is. If you want to know that, try to think about where your opponent would really want to play to try to make all of his moves work together, which in this case is obviously the left side. So you then would want to play there yourself. Probably approaching his stone is better because he has the K17 stone. So I'd say they didn't really know what was the most urgent place. They also played way too aggressive and much too passive in certain situations. So it's good to know when to back off and be passive. That's generally when you're way ahead. It's good to know when to be aggressive, and that's generally when you're far behind. But you generally don't want to do either of those things when it's really early in the game, because it's undecided if you're really ahead or behind. So obviously some of it's style. Some people like to be more aggressive, and some people like to be more passive. But there's, of course, a fine line between being passive and being too passive. So I think that's it. I think that's all I want to say about this game. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.